Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome back to the Green Lions. Today we take on Corinthian Casuals and Herne Bay. But first and foremost, go over some of the fixtures last time we joined. It's only 3 games. First was a 3-1 disappointing defeat over Lewis. They were actually promotion chasing as well, so that was a big blow for us. But we did bounce back pretty well, I would say. We destroyed Molesey 6-0. Ben Watson, man of the match performance there with 4 goals in the space of 28 minutes. Pretty good, I would say, from the experience, man. Then we followed with a very disappointing 1-1 draw over Hythe Town. That was extremely disappointing. We controlled the majority of the game. We actually had to rely on an absolute wonder strike from Tom Delamar to get back on level terms. I'll show you that as soon as the game decides it wants to load. Yeah, take a look at this. Man throws it in. There's steal, laser cross, and a fantastic strike from the backup centre midfielder there, giving us at least a point in that game. So today's episode we take on Corinthian Casuals and Herne Bay, as I mentioned. Corinthian Casuals, nice mid-table side, and then Herne Bay, currently sitting at 15. These are games that we have to win if we want to take promotion seriously. By the way, as well, I did sign a new contract with the club, obviously, naturally, but more importantly, very exciting news as far as the club goes. Youth facilities. I managed to get them to agree to improve the youth facilities. Now it's costing £190,000. That's a lot of money, and this could absolutely bankrupt me. Bankrupt the entire club if things don't go well. So I'm fingers crossed. This will help produce some quality young players that we can develop our own, and then help get us up the leagues a little bit quicker. But fingers crossed on that one. It has been approved, so we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully they won't cancel the project if we run out of money. And also Chris Tardif, by the way, the journeyman goalkeeper, is back after injury. He's broken leg, yet to make an appearance. Probably won't make an appearance this year. Just because it's Callum Stanton. He's around. I mean, next year, though, he might be kept on. Haven't quite decided yet. But anyway, first and foremost, we'll take on Corinthian Casuals. So let's just try and get back to winning ways after that disappointing draw last time out. Seb Skillen actually has come into the side after Ryan Lane's injury, but that will change today. Steele will be the attacking player. Ryan Lane will be the holding player. And then looks pretty good. I'm taking on Alex Kite, by the way. Just take a look at him. I was interested in signing him as a centre-half. Not really good enough, and I can't really afford his appearance fee. But anyway, this is how we're going to line up. Stanton's going to be goal, obviously. Jones, Reed, Falesi at the back. Danny Hunt, Jamal Roberts on the wing. Steele Lane for the middle. We discussed that already. Robbie Legg, Frank Rosenwald, and of course, Super Ben Watson leading the lines. So, Corinthian Casuals, this should be a win. Should be a win. I say should be in very lightly term, because I never ever count my chickens, especially the side was so inconsistent. And they do have Aaron Moses Garvey, an international Aaron Moses Garvey, played for St. Kitts and Nevis 8 times. He actually played this year too. Yeah, didn't play very well, average point of 6, but he's got a few goals in the league. 31, not bad, is it? Alright, we're approaching halftime here, and there's not been one single highlight to talk about thus far. Well, there you go. Speak of the devil, and he shall arrive. So, here's a chance maybe for someone. Josh Ecom to Moses Garvey, who the player, I pinpoint as a danger, and that's a good save from Callum Stanton. Lucky enough, the on-loan goalkeeper was at hand to put that one behind for a corner kick. Unless we could have gone behind off the first highlight. 42 minutes on the clock, and it's a very dull affair. Neither team really opening each other up. So we're looking for a little bit of individual brilliance in midfield, perhaps, and hopefully Ryan Lane will produce that, because he's been very poor, and that's another chance off an error there. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty tight affair today, by the look of things. Here's Josh Ecom, Clark at the edge of the area, all alone, takes a shot, and the ball bounces around, and it's gone in the back of the net, but it won't count. It will not count. Hold your horses, Curtis. It will not count. Half-time here, and well, it's just not been a good display by either side. Been very dull affair. Tempted to bring on back on Skillen. I can move Lane to left wing. Yeah, we'll leave things as they are for now. Not going to do anything too dramatic. Alright, first start of the second half came much quicker than the first. Here's Clark now, puts the ball in the box. Jones makes a clearance, only as Clark again. There's Josh Ecom in the middle of the park. Oldham hits it out wide to Clark. That's a good ball in the box, and Sabonage, Kevon Sabonage has made it 1-0. Awful defending. Alright, things have got to change. We have been not at the races today. It's like we haven't bothered to show up. So Craig Young is going to come on up top for Ben Watson. Fresh legs in there. I'm going to move Josh Steele back to the holding role. Ryan Lane's going to go to the left wing back. Jamal Roberts then going to come off for Seb Skillen. What other changes can I make? Bring off Danny Hunt, perhaps? Yeah, we'll bring off Danny Hunt, bring on Liam Mann. Something's got to change. Alright, here's a highlight now. Lane's going to put this ball in the box, loops it forward. There's Mann. Looks at Young in the back post. Craig Young. That was a great opportunity. Gave him a few opportunities. He had to at least hit the target with that one. Poor finish there from Craig Young. There's Josh Eakham. He's going to square it. There's Clark at the edge of the area. That's a great strike, and it's 2-0. 2-0. Alright, might as well go on attack for the last 20 minutes, try and salvage something out of this game. Here's Jones with the ball in. There's Skillen, back to Rosenwald. Ball's deflected, and it goes out to Ramon, who is on the counter-attack now for Corinthian Casuals. Can make it a hell of a lot worse for us. As Eakin to Spencer. They haven't done anything special at all. We've just been poor. That was far too easy. Moses Garvey was all alone in the box there. He probably should have made it 3-0. Alright, corner kick. Let's see if we can work something. Ball's flicked out. There's Seb Skillen. There's Young in the box, and he puts it over. 2 chances today so far for us, and both on to Craig Young, and he's blasted over successfully. If it was rugby, it'd be great, but it's not. And Sabonage makes it 3-0. Why do I even bother? A chance now for Frank, maybe. Nope, puts it wide. Of course he does. That's pretty much sums up the day for us. Frank, by the way, has got a 5.7. Yep, that's right, a 5.7. Absolutely a terrible display there. Unacceptable. Absolutely not a good performance. Alright, so after scolding the boys midweek, we now take on Herne Bay away from home. First of 2 games in a row, we're playing Herne Bay. So, lineup changes. We're going to make some changes because that was just unacceptable. So, Frank, you were terrible, but I've got to keep you on the field. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch things around a little bit. Frank, I'm going to put you out to the left wing. Robbie Legg, I'm going to put it through the middle. Ben Watson, I'm going to start Craig Young, despite Craig Young missing 2 golden opportunities for us. So Ben Watson, take a place on the bench. Midfield, that's what needs to change as well. What we'll do is we'll play Ryan Lane left wing back, and Jamal Roberts, I'm going to have Seb Skillen start in your spot. So Skillen still through the middle, right wing back. Danny Hunt, you were pulling as well. So instead of Liam Mann, at the back, no changes really, do we? Can't really afford to make too many because the player quality isn't that good for us at the moment. Oh, Carl Smith is fit. That's great news. I forgot about that. Carl Smith is back. Ignore Young. You're not playing anymore. Carl Smith is going to play in your place. So Rosenwald to the right, Smith on the left, Robbie Lake through the middle. That is an unbelievable bonus, and I can't believe I overlooked that. I did get the notification midweek is back to full training. I just didn't think it'd be 99% fit. So, good news. Carl Smith is back, and I think that's going to spur us on to victory. Hopefully. Or at least a better performance. I'll take a better performance at this point. Free kick here. Dangerous area. Carl whips it straight at Stanton. So far, it's been all Herne Bay. Within 6 minutes, I've got 2 kind of half chances. But here's a chance now for us. It's a clear-cut one. Frank Rosenwald through on goal. Gets in there, Frank. Assist from Ryan Lane from the left wing-back position. First clear-cut chance for us, and we have taken it 1-0. It's already a better display. I'm already having a better time 7 minutes into this game. Alright, goal kick here. Plays out to Jones. Jones back to Mann. Skillen to Steele. Back to Ryan Lane. Ryan Lane hits it forward to Smith. Smith gets the bar lane, pulls it in. Looking for Frank. Can't find him, but Frank does pick up the ball eventually. He's going to reset it. Find Seb Skillen, who's got back into the side recently. Rosenwald scores. That's not what he meant, but he scores. Corner kick. Ball whipped in. Ball bounce on the back to Smith. And Rosenwald is there, and he has completed his hat-trick. Poaching effort there from Rosenwald. So the change to move him out to the right side of attack has proven pretty fruitful, I would say. A hat-trick in 33 minutes is not a bad return. Alright, here's Liam Mann. Throws it into Frank the Tank. I got myself a hat trick. There's leg now. Smith is through on goal. And Carl Smith scores on his return as well. This is turning out to be quite a day for the Green Lions. Bouncing back from a very disappointing display over Corinthian Casuals. And here's a highlight straight from kickoff. Chance for Herne Bay to get back in this game. And a good easy save there as near post for Callum Stanton. Here's Liam Marn. He's going to throw this ball in. Finds Rosenwald as well to hold the ball up here. There's Jones back to Marn. Seb Skilling gives the ball away. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say he did it on purpose, but it certainly looked like he did. Anyway, here's Josh Reed back to Jonesy. Jones hits it long. Looking for Frank, and he's found him. Good first touch there from Frank. Crosses the ball in the box. Nobody was there, though. Here's Carlton now. Perhaps leading the charge for Herne Bay. Of course, just a few minutes now of added on time here in the first half. There's Sainsbury now through on goal, and good save of his left hand from Callum Stanton. Kind of kneel into his left as he pushed it wide of the post. There's Hart now. He's going to put the ball in, and it's well cleared in the end. Shouldn't be a problem here to see out the first half. With a pretty good display. 4-0. I'll take it. Alright, so first half over and done with 4-0. Obviously, here, hat-trick there for Frank Rosenwald. Pretty happy with that display. Morale is actually starting to improve a little bit as well, as these kind of victories normally do. That's something we need to perhaps improve a little bit of as well. The collective morale of the team really isn't that good, which is kind of surprising considering our league position and expectation at the beginning of the season. But anyway, first highlight of the second half. Hopefully it'll go away. If we make it 5-0, we can pretty much confirm it's a win. Here's Richardson now. He's going to play it long, intercepted by Reed. There's Smith looking for Rosenwald. Finds him. Frank Rosenwald has scored his 4th goal of the game. Another assist there for Carl Smith. It's good to see him back in a Green Line shirt. It's been far too long. He's a very, very important player for the attack, and he's proven so today. Alright, make a change in up top here. I'm going to bring off Robbie Legg, who's been pretty much non-existent despite the active work of Frank and Kyle. Let's also make a change in midfield too. Let's just go ahead and bring on Jamal Roberts. Seb Skillen, and then Ryan Lane can go to midfield. There you go. Beautiful. Alright, so everything looks pretty cushy, pretty easy for the rest of this game. Obviously, again, I'm going to settle here for a 5-0 win. Alright, 70 minutes here. Mistake from Jones there, I think that was, and we got very lucky with that one. Sainsbury obviously missed a chance in the first half, and another chance there to make the scoreline a bit closer. Here's Josh Reed, plays it back to Jones. Jones whacks it long here. Watson's now through on goal. Ben Watson finds the back of the net. Of course he does. Ben Watson coming off the bench to get himself a goal today. 23rd goal this season, I think, for Ben Watson. A much higher return than I ever could have imagined. And good football there from Owen Jones as well. Not having the best of games, but he got himself an assist here. Good long ball stuff there. And Jones kind of made the... Watson kind of made the keeper look stupid. But anyway, here's Smith. Finds a steal edge of the area. Plays the Rosenwald. Oh, it almost ricocheted in. Not quite sure Rosenwald meant that, but almost got lucky with the effort. So that's the frustrating thing about this team. You know, we go from playing absolutely abysmally against Corinthian Casuals 3-0 at home to playing Herne Bay, who aren't that much lower in the table, and beating them 6-0. I mean, I could say the volumes of the quality issues in the league, in disparity, I guess. But it's just so frustrating because obviously in the game in between this episode and the last one, we beat a team 6-0. You know, and it was just like, this is how good this team can be, and we were doing it more on a regular basis at the beginning of the season. I'm just not quite sure why we can't be consistent now, as Ben Watson's through on here and he's going to make it 7. But it's just so frustrating. This team could be so good. We have so many great individual pieces. Yeah, there are weaknesses in the team because of the formation I'm playing and the style I'm playing, but at the end of the day, we've got enough quality to overcome some of those kind of obvious lack of ability. Like, yeah, we've got ball-playing defenders, which aren't classic at this level, and we've got, 3 advanced forwards, only 2 midfielders, but really this team should be performing like this on a more regular basis, and that's really the frustrating thing. But we can celebrate today, at least we can enjoy it. Winning 7-0 is an achievement no matter what level you play at. Here's Frank, perhaps even 8-0 here at the end. There's Smith, he's going to get the ball away here. But anyway, 7-0. Obviously, moving on now to the next game. We'll play Herne Bay straight away, by the way. You play them in the home game in the next game, as you can see. Weird back-to-back fixture I'm not sure if it's a glitch or just, you know, whatever. But anyway, happy to win 7-0. And as you can see, let's take a look at this league table. 30 games in, obviously there are a total of 46 games we played in this division, about 16 games away, and as you can see we've now kind of caught up with our game in hands, and we have one game in hand over Hastings and Lewis above us, and Hythe Town as well. So right now we're kind of sitting just about mid of the playoffs, but we are still in touching distance to Greenwich, 6 points. They do have equal on games with us, so we're going to have to try and beat them when we play them next up. Otherwise, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Not exactly where I wanted to be, considering the start we had at the beginning of the season. We were absolutely rolling over the division. So a little bit of hiccup in the road, but I'm hoping we can correct that. A bit more consistency. Hopefully this game is the Kickstarter to get some consistency, and hopefully we'll have more performances like we did against Herne Bay than we do against Corinthian Casuals. But let's look ahead. Let's really talk about the next fixtures. So there's a very big one coming up, Greenwich Brother. That is a huge game at home, and I might actually do that one. It might be a quick turnaround between this episode and the next one. I've got to do it. I've got to do Greenwich Borough. It's such a big game as far as the context of the rest of the season. So we're doing Greenwich Borough and we'll do Horsham as well. Make it a 2-game episode as per usual. So yeah, but thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next episode will be about Greenwich Brother. Big game for us. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, remember to leave a like. If you're enjoying the series, remember to subscribe, turn notifications on, comment in the section below who's your favorite player of the series so far. As you can see, very inconsistent last couple of months. It kind of derailed what was a brilliant start to the campaign. So hopefully we'll correct it. So hopefully in the next episode we'll beat Greenwich and we'll get that title chase back on course. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.